Founded in 2022, Maya Space is a commercial space startup created by its parent company Ariane Group to build a reusable mini launcher vehicle. By using expertise from its parent company and speed and agility of a small company, it hopes to compete in the commercial launcher market. Maya Space combines the best of both worlds, the disruptive agility of a startup with proven expertise of the European space sector. Its mission is to provide affordable, innovative and sustainable space mobility solutions. Maya Space aims to have a mini launcher vehicle completed by 2026. Let's now take a look at the technology Maya Space will use to get to orbit. First is their next generation European engine called Prometheus. The Prometheus engine, developed by Ariane Group, represents a significant advancement in space propulsion technology. Fueled by liquid biomethane and liquid oxygen, it offers both a low-cost engine, at least in comparison to traditional rocket engines, and an environmentally friendly engine. This high-thrust engine, capable of delivering 100 tons of thrust, is designed to be reusable, marking it as a next-generation solution in the European aerospace industry. Unlike many space startups that develop their engines in-house, Maya Space, a spin-off from Ariane Group, uses the Prometheus engine, which was actually developed by its parent company. The development of this engine was funded by the European Space Agency, essentially by European taxpayers. This funding arrangement means that while Maya Space is currently the sole user of the Prometheus engine, there's potential for other European space startups to leverage this technology in the future, given its public funding origin. Reusable First Stage. The design of Maya Space's reusable first stage is derived from the Themis reusable lower stage demonstrator, which has been developed by Ariane Group on behalf of the European Space Agency. This indicates a collaborative effort where Maya Space leverages existing technology and development from Ariane Group rather than manufacturing the first stage from scratch. While Maya Space has been actively involved in the manufacturing and testing of the upper stage, including cryogenic tests and preparing for hot fire tests, there's less direct mention of Maya Space manufacturing the first stage components. Instead, the focus seems to be on integrating and testing components developed in partnership or provided by Ariane Group. Ariane Group's significant investments into Maya Space, along with the shared technology development, like the Prometheus engine and Themis, suggest that while Maya Space might be involved in certain aspects of manufacturing or assembly, the first stage's core technology and likely significant parts of its manufacturing are closely tied to Ariane Group's efforts. While Maya Space is certainly involved in the development and potentially some manufacturing aspects of the first stage, it's more accurate to say that the first stage's design, key components, and possibly much of the manufacturing are a collaborative or derivative effort with Ariane Group, rather than an entirely independent manufacturing process by Maya Space itself. The Orbital Launch Vehicle. Maya Space's launch vehicle is designed to offer competitive and adaptable launch surfaces, catering to a range of orbits including low Earth orbit and sun-synchronous orbit, as well as orbits requiring more energy. The vehicle supports any inclination from 0 to 100 degrees. Specifically for SSO, it can deliver 500 kilos in reusable mode and 1500 kilos when operated in expendable mode. The company anticipates its first launch in 2025, with the initial recovery of the first stage planned for 2026. Additionally, Maya Space provides an optional kick stage named Colibri, which allows for the deployment of multiple satellites into various orbits from a single launch. Looking ahead, Maya Space not only focuses on launches, but also aims to undertake in-orbit missions. These include the removal of decommissioned satellites and potentially addressing the issue of orbital debris. Let's list some of the key milestones for Maya Space since its founding in 2022. In June 2023, Ariane Group invested €27 million, indicating strong financial backing and confidence in the company's direction. This investment was aimed at supporting the development and eventual launch of their vehicle. In July 2023, cryogenic filling test. Maya Space successfully performed a cryogenic filling test of the full-scale upper stage qualification model. This milestone was crucial for validating the design and functionality of the second stage. In 2024, prototype manufacturing. Following the cryogenic test, Maya Space began manufacturing a second prototype of the upper stage, with plans for hot fire testing targeted for 2024. This step is critical for further evaluating the engine's performance under operational conditions. It's clear that MySpace is deeply involved in the prototyping and testing of its upper stage, and making plenty of progress. However, without direct official updates, the precise status of their prototype manufacturing remains somewhat unclear. Also in 2024, Kick Stage development. MySpace introduced an optional kick stage named Colibri, designed to enhance the launcher's capability for deploying multiple satellites into different orbits, particularly suited for satellite constellations. The company completed the first hot-fire test of the engine intended for the Colibri kick stage. This test took place at their Vernon facility, indicating progress in the development of key technology for the kick stage. MySpace has plans for further tests in 2024, which include engine, stage, and structural testing, aiming to refine and validate the technology before its operational use. Also in 2024, workforce expansion. By early 2024, MySpace planned to scale its workforce significantly, aiming for several hundred employees, indicating a robust growth in operations and capabilities. The company has focused on hiring a diverse workforce from across Europe and beyond, with an emphasis on not just relying heavily on employees from its parent company, Ariane Group. This approach aims to bring in new perspectives and skills to foster innovation. Upcoming events. MySpace is preparing for more advanced testing phases, including wet dress rehearsals and hot fire tests in 2025, aiming for an inaugural launch by the end of that year. First launch is expected in 2025 in expendable mode. First recovery attempt is expected in 2026. Commercial operations are expected to begin in 2026. We will keep you informed on the progress of MySpace, as well as all other commercial space startups. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay in the loop on the latest developments from space startups. The space startup scene is more than just launch providers. It includes commercial space stations, in-space operations such as orbital tugs, refueling stations, orbital debris removal, power generation, lunar infrastructure, and asteroid mining. From the latest news on Earth to the latest discoveries in orbit and beyond, we've got you covered. See you soon.